Hi everyone. Happy New Year. Let's start with that. I hope you're all doing really well. I have this face for you today. A little get ready with me and a little bit of life update, work and personal related. So if you want to see how I achieve this look and hear what's been going on, then keep watching. So in this crinkled NYPD shirt and some Lululemon leggings, it's Sunday, but I'm gonna get ready and share with you what I've been wearing every day. Kind of a chatty get ready with me. I'm using my good old like light up mirror that I got from Amazon. I've linked it before, I'll link it for you down below again. It's good in terms of the size of the mirror, but in terms of the light, it does actually, you know what, it's actually really good for every day. I quite like it. Okay, so getting into my trusty drawer, I'm gonna go with the Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer in medium nude, and I place this underneath my eyes. I have very dark circles at the moment. I have had bad insomnia. Precision Flat P80 Sigma. I have been going through my fair share of struggles, hence why I've not been on here, and that's all there is to it. Life, right? For those asking who want to know about my personal life, I am still seeing that guy in America. It's going. Oh, that sounds really good, doesn't it? It's going. Long distance relationship so far. Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Warm Nude, and I go with I use this with the Pro Buffing brush number 70 from Sephora, which I really have been enjoying. It's really densely packed dome, super soft brush, and I just do one pump and I kind of dot it along my face, and then I buff it in circular motions, and it gives a beautiful finish. I use this because I've just kind of wanted a brush after using my beauty blender for so long, just to change it up. Nothing wrong with the beauty blender, I still absolutely love it, but I'm kind of lazy in the sense that I hate like forgetting to like dampen it when I brush my teeth in the morning and having to get up and go back and dampen it again. Isn't that the most laziest thing you've ever heard? So yeah. But yeah, in terms of my relationship, it's, you know, I didn't think, you know, in all honesty, I didn't think I'd like the person so much. I mean, that sounds horrible. I did know I would like the person so much. I always go into like relationships hopeful and airy-fairy. It's my problem, I'm airy-fairy. And you know, now my life is taking me a certain way and their life is taking them a certain way. So I'm stuck. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I actually really need you guys' help. I wish like all of you could just sit down with me. I wish all of you could just sit down with me. We could all just have a cup of tea and you guys could just talk to me, because I feel kind of very lonely. And I have my best friends, you know, and they're wonderful, but the time is just not there. Everyone's spread out, and I don't know, I feel like I need you guys. You know, you've known me for so long. So yeah, that's where that's going. Work-wise, I'm thinking of a completely different path. It came suddenly and forcefully upon me, and I'm taking it okay. You know, my fate is to be this way. It's cool. Hourglass Ambient palette. This has 3 shades, and my favorite of all is this darkest shade. And oh my god, it's so amazing. And I use this Sonia Kashuk brush that Michelle got me for Christmas, which is probably one of my favorite brushes out of the ones that she got me. And I use this and I kind of just like do that, and then I just wipe it where I want to be tanned and contoured and defined. And it does that, and it's amazing. Like, it's amazing. I never got this, I never got the hourglass concept. It never gave me a nice finish. This doesn't leave me cakey. This gives me a glow. You know where people like really swirl and they really put it on and you're just like, wow, if I did that, I'd look like a mud pie. This one, you can just do that and put it where you want and it immediately finishes you off. It immediately gives you color. You look so professional, like as if you've done something like super crazy and took you hours and it didn't. And then with the excess, you can completely dust it all over you and it just finishes you off really beautifully. And then with the MAC, no, this is Sigma, Tapered Highlighter F35, I go into this more peachier shade and I just hit this right there, just to give that highlight. And the layers are beautiful and because they're from the same palette, they blend really beautifully as well. And I love it. Oh my god, it's so good just for this shade. You can totally use these shades like on your eyelids, which I have done for going out at night, which I will do an outfit of the night one for you. And oh, I never thought I would like this, never in a million years. But I got it anyway because I knew it would like sell out and I'd probably want it. Then this I got for Christmas from my sister and oh my god, it's probably like one of the best presents ever. It's by Terry's Sun Designer Palette number 4 Savannah Love. And it has really beautiful like bronzers and contour shades as well as highlights and blush, and holy moly, they are strong, but they blend amazingly and they just, your face just looks flawless. This whole look that I do, my face looks flawless, and if you look close up to me you can just see my glow, you can see the definition, you can see the colors. It's lovely, and I really love this pale tanny color, and I kind of just sweep that underneath where I want a little bit more definition underneath my cheekbones, just to give it a little bit more definition. And then with this lighter pink shade I just swipe this down and just on the apples of my cheeks so that there's some change there. I'm not doing everything in this sweeping motion and blending all the colors in together to give one sort of shade. I'm trying to give myself a bit more dimension, and I might look a bit funny now with this, but it blends really nicely in as the day goes on and as I set it. Then I do my eyebrows, and I've been using the Sephora pencil. This is the retractable brow pencil, waterproof in soft charcoal, and this is really good if you don't have Soap and Glory. I recently went to Boots and bought the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer, and I bought this in the shade medium brown, and it has like a brush spoolie, like a mascara wand almost, whereas this one's got a plastic sort of spiky thing. So I'm going to use this still since I've got a lot. And what I've been doing is dyeing my eyebrows a little bit lighter, like super subtle light compared to the rest of my hair, and then shading in with something a little bit darker just to give some sort of color variation to my eyebrows, a bit more depth, so it doesn't look so solid with the color. Does that make sense? So what was I saying? Yeah, so my career. I kind of almost want to go back to school to, not to start from the beginning, I mean, I'm a physician and that was enough, but I really kind of, I'm looking into specializing further and maybe a master's in something, which is only a year, so I feel like I need it for training and all that stuff, so I might do that. And the problem is of where I do that now that I have a personal relationship. Do I do that in America or do I do it here in England? And it's easier to do it in England just because I don't need to, I'm not considered foreign, I've got the right requirements, you know, all that sort of stuff, but it leaves me at an awkward position. So that's as much as I'm going to go into that. You know me, I don't really talk about this sort of stuff, and that's because that's not my channel. I don't do a lifestyle channel. I do kind of like this sort of other stuff so that people who are feeling like they want to get away, they can just watch my videos, you know, rather than listen to somebody else's struggles. There's plenty of other like other videos and YouTube channels that do that, and for me, I personally just like to get away from it all and watch channels and videos that are just about what I like, and hobbies, and just easy watches, you know. So that's what I've always been about, because that's what helped me get through medical school, was to just do something, watch something, think about something that was not life related, and just kind of perked you up and kind of made you like fall in love with like fun stuff and make you feel better. And that to me was makeup and handbags. So NARS Pro Prime eyeshadow base, you know, it's my favorite. It's the only thing I've ever used for like years now. I should have picked up another one from Sephora, but I don't know why. Sometimes I get super stingy, or I don't know, because it's in dollars, and when I go to Sephora it's like always in the hundreds. It like freaks me out, so I'm like, no, I don't need to buy anything more, but then I suffer. And then I got this for Christmas. It is the Violet Voss Pro eyeshadows in Taupe Notch, and this is a very interesting palette. It's huge. Obviously you can see the colours here, pretty basic. I love the metallics in here. Yeah, so this palette is just very neutral, very blah, but I really love the metallics in this. I don't have any of those sort of shades anymore, but I'm a bit disappointed in these browns right here, because although on camera they look very similar, on the skin they're pretty much the same. But anywho, I've been really into a dark, smoky, moody eye, so I use this from MAC. I don't know what it is called anymore, it's rubbed off, and I go into Bestis, which has got a more of a warmier sort of yellower undertone to it, and I just smear it all over my eyelid in round circular motions, like messy, don't think about it. And this has literally been my everyday look, not for when I go to work though, just because it's just too much for there. You could totally wear it, but it would just be too much, to be honest. Yeah, so I just do that. Very simple. And then with this is my favorite brush. This is the Sigma Small Tapered Blending F45. I go into Top Notch, which has got a very orangey tone to it, and it's the only blending color they've really given. And I put that on my brow bone and I work it all the way up. I kind of blend it up, and it is a beautiful color, but I really wish they gave like a one in between as well, like not so orangey and more taupey, considering the palette is called Taupe Notch. I don't really see, they could have done this in like a matte shade, or they could have done a super light brown just for blending. I'm not really sure how they came up with these color selections. But nevertheless, I like it, but I wouldn't recommend it. If you have it, perfect, we can work together and like sort it out. But like, I wouldn't say go run and get this palette. Unless you don't have any of these colors whatsoever in your collection, then this is an all-in-one, for sure, get it then. Do you know what I mean? It's like one of those. And then back with that MAC brush, I'm going to go into Royal, and I just kind of plop that in the corners of my eyelids, and I just bring it down. I just start from the corner and I just drag it down. Nothing like too precise. And then I'll go around in little circular motions and just kind of concentrate it there again. But it's not to be defined, it's just to give a little bit more something right there. So, yeah, so it's just like a very moody brown. And then with the, I hold all my brushes in this, by the way, which my sister got for me for Christmas. It says I'm a lot cooler on the internet, so thank you very much. I've got this Sonia Kashuk brush, which basically you just need like a short haired flat brush, or this one from Sigma, which is the Sigma shader, short shader E20. Anything like this, because you're going to work on the lower lash line. And I will go in with Bestis again, what I did on the lid, and I just shade underneath. But despite having the dark circles, I'm actually bringing this super low, so where you can feel like your eyeball potentially underneath here, that's how far low I go. So if you give it like a little bit of pressure, you can feel the sort of the periphery of your eyeball, and that's how low I go. So one might say, well, if you have dark circles, that's not good. But I like it, and dragging it this far down actually makes my eyes look a lot bigger. And then I just blend it, and this is just a 224 by MAC. It's super simple. And then I go in with this brush from Sonia Kashuk, and I go into number 1. It's called hashtag number 1, and I just highlight the inner corners of my eyes just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. Very, very slight. And then with that same shade and my 227 by MAC, the hashtag number 1, I just stamp it right on the arch of my eyebrows, just to give a little bit of shimmer there, just to lift it up a little bit, and that is it. That is all I do. So then, with my Steeler, I love this one. Elizabeth got me this ages ago, and I've repurchased ever since. It came in a palette she gave me. This is the Steeler Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner in Lionfish. It's just a metallic shimmery brown, but I have like none left. Actually, I don't even think I have enough to draw a line. But if you have this or want to get this, this is such a good alternative to black. But I recently went into MAC, and I should do a haul because I had the bag, but I bought the Technakohl liner, the Kajal one, and I bought it in the shade Plank, which is a shimmery brown too, but it's got a little bit more bronze to it. Wait a minute. It's got a little bit more bronze to it, and it's a little bit lighter. So if I show you, this is Lionfish, I hope that shows. And then Plank is just a warmer, a lighter brown right there. Hopefully that shows. So you can see it's just a little bit of a lighter version. And I thought I would go for that because it's different. I'm trying to change it up. But also I think it's dark enough to be an eyeliner still. So yeah, I love it. It's just a very slight difference, but it changes your whole look, you know? It's a nice refresher for the new year. Especially if you're used to like a certain colour all the time. This is pretty close to it, so it's not a drastic change, but it's enough. So normally I just do this in the day, just the corners, or I'll bring it in a little bit, but I'm not doing the whole like lining my entire lid. And then I use it in my waterline because I love using metallic shades there. It doesn't completely make it solid, it doesn't completely close your eyes, but it gives you that really dark line that you're looking for, and then it kind of reflects if someone was to look into your eyes. It's a really, really pretty finish. I love that. And for mascara, this is the combo that you have to like try. Any primer, so I've got the L'Oreal Voluminous primer, and this came in a set with the Voluminous mascara, which I did not like, and then of course my beloved Lash Blast Volume by CoverGirl. This has not been doing great on its own for me anymore. I've needed the primer to really boost my lashes, and my lashes are long, but they're not full. This curls them, makes them even longer, and I'll show you the difference just with the primer alone. And it really ties this look in. It just gives you like a wow. So even if you were to put nothing on your eyelids, or have like a more boring eye look or solid eye look, this mascara, your lashes just make it. So that's the difference already. You can see it's huge. And I am one of those that love to do my bottom lashes as well as my top lashes. I want them as big and long and fluttery and crazy as possible. So that's how I look. I like the more pumpkin-y brown lipstick. The Bombshell is very, very close in the sense that it's still like a nude and it's quite deep, but it's just a little bit lighter and actually maybe better for this look. And it stays put really, really, really well. Let me zoom out a little bit. And then just to fix it all up, I'm using the, where are you? The Urban Decay by Scandinavia D-Slick. And sometimes I use my big fluffy brush afterwards and just kind of pat it on. Even though it's a fine spray and it doesn't really leave any watermarks, I just kind of like pushing it in a bit. And that is it. That is my whole face look. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I really like it. It's just very nude. It's very classic. I think it can totally take you from day till night. And I think it emphasizes the right parts of my face without it looking like I've spent hours. It literally takes me 10 minutes. Obviously with talking it's taking me about 20, so that's cool. And then for my hair, I've just kind of left it, but normally it's a little bit more neater than that for every day. And what else can I say? So I'm going to do a haul next of stuff that I bought from the shops, and then I'm also going to do a what's in my bag video featuring my Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini, because I have not actually like introduced that bag to you guys. You would have seen it on my Instagram if you follow me. I've lost a lot of subscribers on Instagram, which is fine, but I don't know what you're looking for then, so if you guys want to tell me, leave a comment down below and tell me what sort of videos you'd like from me this year. I might have a lot more time than I've had in the previous years, so we'll see. But yeah, that's my look, and I hope you like it, because I really, really enjoyed this one. This is probably one of my favorite faces of the days looks, and I think everyone can do it no matter what sort of eyeshadow palette you have. In saying that, I think what really makes it is the By Terry and the Hourglass, and those are splurges, but well worth it. So if you get it, let me know. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.